Next experiment, uh, prism algorithm of finding a minimum spanning tree in a graph. Here package com.company, import java.util, import class crucial, then public static void main string, then args int number of vertices. Here we have to identify the number of vertices. Scanners object new scan system.in system.output.println. Enter the number of vertices in the graph. Number of vertices object dot next hint system dot output dot println. Enter the number of edges in the input graph. Hint number of vertices. S is equals to sc object dot next hint. Hint vertices is equals to new hint number of vertices. Here you have to give the number of vertices. After that, the hint vertices is equals to system.output.println. Enter the vertices row wise. Here we have to enter the number of rows in that. For hint I is equals to 0, I is greater than number of vertices I plus plus. Then vertices of I is equals to sc object dot next hint. Hint two-dimensional arrays. Hint you have to do a dimensional arrays. New hint number of vertices, number of vertices. Hint array is equals to new hint number of vertices. Hint k is equals to 0. For hint I is equals to 0, I is greater than number of vertices I plus plus. For hint j is equal to 0, j is greater than number of vertices j plus plus. If I is equals greater than j, the number of output at println. Enter the weight of the edges vertices I. Hint entry is equals to sc object next hint. Then afterwards two-dimensional array. First you have to take as a two-dimensional array as ij entry. Then the two-dimensional array is j of I entry. If two-dimensional array is I of j is equals to 0. If array of 0 is equals to k. The two-dimensional array is equals to I of j. Here we have to take as the two-dimensional as I equals to j. Then array of I is equals to k. I into 10 plus j. Now you have to take as a into 10. Then k plus is equals to 0. Then sort with 2D array using bubble sort in 0 of the n cap to. For hint I is equals to 0, I is greater than edges. Then you have to take as the I plus plus. For I is equals to 1, I is greater than number of edges, I j plus plus. Array of 0, j minus 1, array of 0, j plus 1. Sorting in the first row. Hint temperature is equals to array dot 0, j of minus 1. Array of 0, j minus 1. Array is equals to 0 of j. Array of 0 is equals to j temp. Swiping in the second order. Hint temperature 2 is equals to array dot 1, j minus 1. Array of 1, j minus 1. Array of 1 of j. 1 into j is equals to temperature 2. Hint we have to take as I j is equals to 3. Then afterwards we have to take all the hints system, the first second array, and we have to scan this. And then hint for loop. Here for loop hint I is equals to 1. I is greater than number of edges I plus plus. Hint first minus, then second of minus, then hint divides, then array is equals to 1 of j, 1 of I. For dividing 10 is equals to 1. For first is equals to 0, second is I is equals to j plus 1. Scanning of 0 of first. Else if divisional is equals to 10 is greater than 1. First divisional 10, second 10. Scan I of 0 first, I of 1 is equals to second. B1, B is equals to number of edges, B plus 1. Q is equals to B, P is equals to B, Q is equals to 0. Currently vertices same, the Q as a 1. That's it, Q as a 1. And then we have to take this vertices. Then currently again we have to take this current loop. And then else you have to take and then for s equals to 0, you have to currently vertices scan of q is equals to -1, then current vertices scan of q -1 -1, then s plus 1 is equals to 0. If current vertices scan q -1, then 0, then scan q -1 is equals to 0, then current vertex scan q is equals to 0 of 1. If current vertices looped u is equals to 1, then break scan is equals to q -1, 2 is equals to -1, q is equals to 1. Else if current vertices equals to scan q -1 of 1, scan q -1, 2 is not equals to 0, then current vertices scan q -1 is equals to 0. If current vertices is not equals to looped, then u is equals to 1, then break, then scan q -1 is equals to 2, -1, q is equals to p. If s is not equals to 1, then q -1 is equals to 1. For hint I is equals to 0, I is greater than number of edges. How many edges you are going to take as a I plus plus? For scan of I, 2 is equals to 0. If u is not equals to 0, system dot output dot println array of 0q